Okay, I started the recording.
Okay.
Esther.
Okay. Thank you for coming, and this is a very interesting presentation because this is the thing we are going to do the whole time, the next 5 phases. This will give us also the background. I have researched, and our organization also gearing to focus on material efficiency for sustainability for the next years. So that's why it's overview. You will see everything is interested you, and then how we approach it. But we grow as we go. So any question we'll converse afterwards. This is a discussion and very interesting in how we also you can discuss with your group wherever you are. So thank you, and we correct that under the logo we said material circularity, but we changed to material efficiency for sustainability. That will be our slogan for a long time. It's going to be, and then let's go to the next chapter. Slide, please. So today, first we need to review sustainable built environment, current practices. It's just a review because you know it, but I want to make a point on that so that with that point, we go through the remaining section. And then we reframe the sustainable built environment strategies, and then we include what I say now, material efficiency ideas, and how we use the circular economy model to promote this material efficiency strategies. So we'll go through what is urban living organism. You know it, when the sustainable city, I remembered I did a lots of presentation city as a lab. So because it's a lab, because lots of things in and out. So we experiencing things to make it better. And then we need to do also the production and consumption. What are the negative externality? Where we find them, our materials. So that will go through, and then we envision circular economy in the built environment, and we'll discuss, what are the options, how we approach it, and something like that. Next, please. Yeah. Next slide, please. Yeah. No, the next no, before that. Yeah. It's before that. Before that, Brennan. Can you go before that? You couldn't do it?
Is my screen frozen?
No, the before this.
So this is the title slide here.
Okay, and then the next page is content.
Yes, and that's what you just
and
talked on.
And then the third one.
Yeah, this is the third.
I don't see it. Do you see it? Hello?
Is this, do you not see it? It says sustainable built environment, resource efficiency.
No.
What do you see?
I see the first page.
Maybe it's frozen. Let me stop sharing.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's okay.
It looked fine for me.
Oh, really? You see it? Okay, this is.
Yeah, I see what
so,
Bree was reading off, yeah.
So this is where we are now, but it's not resource efficiency. Please make a correction, is energy efficiency. So we use energy efficiency strategies as a step towards urban sustainability. That's we have been doing it. Except one item, I will focus on that too. In planning, in development, we focus how we reduce the greenhouse gas emissions. That is, we are working. In the building, we focus, and then solar energy, renewable energy, and others. We used it to reduce the energy consumption and water conservation, because that is embedded energy also in the water conservation. That is, we have been doing a sustainable built environment. And then we also include improve waste collection system, better recycled materials. We incorporate single stream recycling that will increase the collection of waste. So we have done a lot of things. Water usage, we focus on buildings, the most consumed energy, environment, the building, government, school, businesses, and housing. All is the state governments, non-profit organization, the city, Reno example, Las Vegas, and the regional government. All they are focusing in that energy efficiency, how we do that to reduce the greenhouse gas emission. We added, I think, a couple of years ago, green infrastructure. That's a little bit different than resource efficiency, which I liked it. This is defined as a strategically planned network by including the environment. It can be a wasteland, wetland, and then they incorporate infrastructure to protect the the diversity of biosystem. So they did that green infrastructure. That also may be similar to what we are going to see, regenerative ecosystem. So that is the difference only. If not, all our planning, all our developments, when we give a permission to build housing, we ask to reduce, is it a good house? Is it the house is efficient for energy use, and all that things we were discussing. So we have done a lot accomplished. But let us summarize this, and then let's go further the idea. The next slide, please. Yeah, it's freezing. So as you see the summary, you can read it. I will prepare it for you. So we have done the consumption, use of natural resources, have followed the linear approach. This is the approach where we take a linear approach, take, make, use, disposal model. Materials are sourced, used, and a low percentage of the waste is recycled and reused. You know that there is, even though we recycled, we collect them separately, but still some, maybe more, are contaminated, so we don't use them, so we send them to the landfill. So this is a strategy, is reduction of greenhouse gas emission based on energy efficiency. So the externality, which is a negative environmental impact, are the extraction, processing, and manufacturing goods. They are so much than what we have done. So unsustainable level of water extraction because we need to use it for extraction of materials. And then there is a widespread ecosystem pollution. As you know, that we disturb when we extract more materials. So as a natural resources depletion, that is as a result of our work, our activities in production and consumptions. So in our previous work, the last 20 years, 30 years, we focus on one sector area of energy reduction or energy efficiency than seeing the whole other production and consumption, how it impacts the environment, the climate change and other stuff, and losing, depleted the natural resources, the ecosystem, how it impacts the ecosystem. We didn't see it much. We did a little bit, but not really. Now it's globally, we start focusing, no, let's integrate also the production and the consumption strategy we have. We need to review it. That is where we are with the circular economy. So can you go to the next one? So when we reframing sustainable built environment strategy, it doesn't mean that we abandon what we have done, energy efficiency strategy, but we added understanding the urban as a living organism. There is a material flow. There is a construction, infrastructure, housing, there are wastes, there are people living there, and all the stuff, we need to see it as an organism and how the organism use that materials and how we plan it, we invented, we manufactured, we design it, and all these things is we start seeing it now. So material efficiency, we call it now, is to greenhouse gas, it reduce the greenhouse gas emission. This is specifically, this approach help us to assess the reduction of GHG from material efficiency perspective. So we add into what we have done. So example, take into consideration the green building. No, we take consideration building life cycle. You see the differences? Before it's a green building, we focus on the building, how it is efficient, how everything is within that. But now when we consider the building life cycle, this is a different. We added a lot of elements. We know the material used. We will know how we use it, and then the demolition and the construction, the waste. You know that the EPA, I didn't come with statistic, it's not relevant for this presentation, but you know it, we have lots of wasting from construction. We have lots of, we don't recycle the buildings, therefore we demolish, and then that also, so lots of go to the landfill. So we will take into consideration in everything when we build, just example, a building, instead of focusing only, oh, we need to have a green building, which is efficient, energy efficient building. So understanding urban metabolic flows is just the flow of materials. What type of thing is coming? We need to build infrastructure and all the stuff. So now the new concept we are integrating, in order to do that, we need to have sustainable material management concept too, because that is the basis for this support to see how materials be designed, used, and disposed. All that should be passing through that. So another thing is very important, we'll see later on, a new ways to reduce input or managing product. This is knowledge, technology, efficiency, but in a high level, we involve remanufacturing, with recycling, like Sophia example, company, recycling company and others, and then we can see that. So let us see as a picture of urban as a living organism. We will elaborate as we go, but I want to give you the picture really how circular economy is relevant, what we are doing, how sustainable material management concept is a tool to go beyond and implement in our state. So could you go to the next one?
Esther, can I interrupt real quick?
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to say how I really appreciate this slide and the conversation about reframing, this conversation about the built environment, because I used to work in water conservation and efficiency, and it took people to understand the life cycle or the whole entire water footprint for people to get it. It's not just that, one thing that you do for, changing out your toilet, for example. It's not just that, it's this whole big story around it. And I just want to tell you, I appreciate that. And I think that if we keep this in mind as we move forward with this group, it'll be really important to help us build out new ideas and new strategies. So that's all.
Yeah, just one thing, you are right. How long it has taken to talk about sustainability? Decades. So people, they didn't understand what is sustainability. So I have done, I don't know, a couple of an economic development conference, planning conference, and everything, how to integrate the sustainability concept in that, and green businesses. So thank you. That is, I think this is a good platform, sustainable Nevada platform. It is to create, we are the co-creator of value of this knowledge. And we need to define it very well, and I'm going to involve in that because it's very important. That's what we're going to do. Instead of talking about one single thing, so we will talking about the cycle, the life cycle of things. So thank you very much. So, okay, can you go to the next one, please? So this is just overview what we have discussed, and always when we start, okay, the circular economy is systemic and holistic approach. So it is systemic because things are related to each other. We understand that. The second is holistic, is, it's tied together the pieces, and then we create a harmony with it, how things are connected to each other. We don't abandon them, but we prioritize them. That is, we build it by prioritization. So some people, they see the whole picture and some not, but as managerial level, people should experience seeing a holistic approach. So so in the material production and consumption patterns and practices, that also we start learning how we, the public, how the businesses produce the production, how we consume it, how we dispose of it. So all that things we start understanding, learning about it, and we break it down. It looks like very complex, but when we start breaking down with issues, and we'll see some example, and we'll see it how it is. It's not easy, but manageable, as you are managers in your company, organization. So, okay, next. So the next part is now, this is the whole picture, what's going on. So where to start? We will start somewhere, but we need to learn something about circularity, material of circularity. So what we have done is, the key is we need to look beyond energy efficiency. That is our focus. So we focus on material efficiency to reduce the greenhouse gas emission and others. So let us focus on the material impact at a different stage. There is a sourcing, through life impact, after use impact, because this is where we see we can pick materials for further treatment. We need to understand them. So can you go the next one? Most of the time when we are in a sourcing impact at this stage, maybe big companies, public demanding, and governments, they can involve. This is sourcing impact, product-based design and material. This is a public discourse should continue to impact this change. Because they are doing big companies like not Amazon is a seller, not a production. iPhone, for example, they are doing lots of things. I have lots of different type of examples, but I didn't bring it with me, but I would send it to you. But what is we need to consider at this level is it when we produce, when we design a product, how do we break it down, which is caused by emission? How is it waste in intensity? Is it durable? Is it recyclable? All that question comes to at the designer and the manufacturer level. It's a big level. This is big companies, they can help us, but we can continue the discourse of this concept of the sourcing impact, how circular economy will be part of the solution. I think that is step by step what we can do. The second, next please. Next is through life impact, I think. At this stage, next one, I think free. Oh yeah, okay. This at this stage reflects the impact when they are being produced and in use. You see, this is a place we can get things, how we do it, how we bring remedy to that waste. In that production, for example, sometimes one industry waste can be a raw materials for another businesses. In mostly they use it in industry park example. And in assembly, we use a different type of packaging, the next one, and how we distribution and the end use. All that can be, we need to have a consideration of how we minimize things. So this is a production. It's not manufacturing in a industry level only, but within a system which is industry park, within a system where you, the city, the county, regional, and they can involve, which is we always, as I'm a planner, so we provide a place for industry park, so we can consider it how use the waste of one company and good invite businesses to be a raw material for the other industry or something like that. Okay, next one. So, okay, I will go afterwards. So this one is in this stage, how to recover all post-consumer waste. You see how we recover it. So this is a circular economy consideration as well. So in the disposal, we work on the material contamination when we collect the recyclable material. What type of recyclable material we collect? That we need to have more discussion, conversation with the company. They are giving us services and the public, and we as a team for the future, we are working on in different projects, detailed projects. So in the disposal, in the waste management, is it a waste management? It's the same thing as a material contamination, and they need to work on that. But we introduce sustainable material management now. So we'll see what type of landfill is it, all that. It's just we need to take into consideration ideas how in each stage we can have a plan, a strategy, initiatives. So the three impact all will tell us, for us to come up with initiatives to reduce, at this level, at a sourcing impact level, through life impact, production and consumption, and post-consumption. And at all that stage, is there anything we can do? So we'll go through when we're starting identifying material circularity. Which material can be done, for example? We can focus on tire, we can focus on solar energy, the panel, can we focus on different materials? Once we have the picture, for example, one organization, they have a good knowledge of in the product post-consumption. The other organization, they may have production in consumption, and then the other in sourcing. You see what I mean? How we exchange ideas, and then we focus on, so we become more specific as we go. Okay, next. So this is just for you. We don't go in how it works in urban setting or in a regional setting. It's not like one company, but it's a regional setting. You, for example, the city government, regional government, and Nevada, even the EPA, the Nevada branch, and other and non-profit organization, all that, how they see it in the region. Sometimes circular economy, so many people, they ask me, how do we see it? What we do, just in our life, day to day, we don't know how to incorporate it. So in the design level, as I said, design for repair, reuse, recycling, is it high tech? We can use extended producer responsibility from the get-go when they design it. Okay, you design it this way, can you take responsibility in a disposal? In some states, they have done it, not our for example, for solar energy, solar panel, I think Seattle and Washington, they have that, I think, rules or something, policies for extended producer responsibility and something. So we can use it different. And this is the 5 countries review. It's read it because you have an idea how they use circular economy in development practices. In production, it's not only manufacturing production, but within that jurisdiction, waste recovery, waste use, we use water, for example, for golf course watering, we do it in where I live, and there is a golf course, and clean production, eco industrial park, low carbon cities, they call it here. We said efficient city. See, not Las Vegas. I think Reno has it that day they celebrate. And then also Carson City has it, and then I know is South too. See, they use a different type of, so use of recycled materials, renewable energy or renewable sources. They have a solar community, solar energy production or something like that. So you see, we use the production and design. We didn't give it to the manufacturer only. How we use our lab, the urban lab, the city lab, as a region, as an ecosystem, how we use the circular economy concept in different stage, the design stage, the production. Now we go to the consumer. The consumer, there are different things we can use. Of course, we are going to, I'm hoping you will continue increase public awareness about material efficiency, and then what is circular economy, and then we will help the public to understanding, therefore they know how to ask. This is what we want. We need a customer. We need, because this is economics. The demand for a product is when it increases, as a supply also is there. But there is no demand, there is no supply, and then the price is very expensive. So we share the discourse of all this efficient thing, and I am also the working group in NV Energy. We did a lot of work the last 3 years, and they spend over $1 or $2 million in efficiency and other product, and they put it in fixtures in Costco. Costco, Lowe's, Home Depot, but people still, they don't buy it. Why? Because it is more expensive than the other one, the not good product one. So because it is that is we propose how we increase the demand for the product. If not, we just still will be in a problem. So that type of things. Another thing is a green purchasing, renting or sharing, repairing, all the stuff, recycling fee, lots of proposals they do. We can, wherever appropriate in our jurisdiction, we can also support or develop a strategy for different initiatives, and then that would be, it will get a good platform on this our platform. We can use it in our platform so that it will be easier to share with the whole state and the world, because it is the internet era we are in. So another is they have, instead of they transition from waste management to a sustainable material management. This is the key for all the circular economy to flourish. So the circular economy, the legislation, that the regulation, reuse, recycle, and industry symbolics in the urban, all that is sustainable material management will help. And this is, they have already started in our states. That's a good thing. We are part of it. So the other is, when we develop circular economy, all the initiative, what I said, should be linked to sustainable Nevada or sustainability initiatives, so that it will tie up, and then everything is connecting to each other. And then because everybody is doing in our team, not only this team, the whole team, Sustainable Nevada is part of the circular economy. Okay, so let's go the next one. So now, envisioning the seeing the built environment, they are okay, design out waste and pollution from the city. No strategies, a bunch of strategies. Keep product and material in use in city and maintain their value. How do we do it? And regenerate natural system in around the city. In the second one, I love remanufacturing, the building of a product to specific. Remanufacturing is a rebuilding of a product. It is different than recycling. So specifically of the original manufactured product using a combination of reused, repair or new parts to bring a new. So there is the states, the different countries, they really support remanufacturing products, companies, businesses, innovation. And they have some, Germany, I don't remember, but they have innovative something initiative, because without innovation, circular economy is difficult. So another difference is regenerate natural system in around the city. Remember, we talked about green infrastructure. That is similar to this. It is go beyond protecting the natural environment. What we do now is we are protecting the natural environment. It's not really 100% feasible because the population is growing. We want more things, as you know, with the modern lifestyle. So that is not. Now we regenerate natural system in and around the city means we go beyond protecting the natural environment, creating a closed loop system that actively feeds natural resource back to the planet or back to our system. So the green infrastructure does that, with the wetland, and there is a road passing, there is a parking there, there is a garden, not a garden, but landscaping in different ways, and that is the example we need to go from now on, than just building material places and not to use it. So this is part of it. Actually, we have done it a little bit, but I'm hoping we envisage circular economy in the built environment by including this point. Okay, let's go next. So where to start? Yeah, it is big. We have the picture of what we have done. We have done lots of things, energy efficiency and climate change initiative, and lots of things. We have the zero waste initiative and everything. And sustainability plan. Reno has it, Carson City a little bit, not a plan, yeah, just a page. We support that. And Las Vegas has it, and Clark County they have it. So now, where to start? We human being, we have research, we improve that knowledge to the next century. We do that, we build on it. We have never start from, we throw everything and then scratch from the basis. So let us see our own organization, the city, the region, non-profit organization. What do we do? Just let us return back to us. So wherever, for example, climate change initiative, the governor office, the energy efficiency governor office, they have sustainability plan, efficient city plan, or energy, let's go through that. when you go through that, you remember what we talked about, materials in different stage, how we can attract and then take it and then develop strategies. We just incorporate into the existing plan. Sustainability, by the way, let me share with you, when you design sustainability plan, you just don't start from the scratch. I develop for one city. We, based on the city comprehensive plan, we take it, and then is there any place we can plug it? Anything with sustainability. The difference is we need to have sustainability commitment or mission. That is very important. That is the anchor. The same thing in circular economy, we need to have the commitment of material efficiency plan or mission or whatever it is. We need to have that commitment. When they have that commitment, others will fall into it. If not, it doesn't stand by itself. This is one is enablers, identify C enablers like remanufacturers, recycling, and we have and composting and technology, you name it, and all this stuff. Zero waste is very good because it also increased public awareness about the waste, reduction of waste. It's very important, and we are working on it. Okay, next. Next, the next one is, it's a continuation. As I told you, go to the next one. Yeah. No, be above that. Yeah. So this one is, one thing is very important also, circular economy means it's innovation, it's technology. It is a new way of seeing things. Okay, because without technology, I don't think that circular economy really viable. So even you see the energy efficiency, everything is technology. We accomplished through technology. So that's why sustainability is really, really a new way of seeing things. So we need to research circular economy enablers. They are companies. They are, let me say, digital platform. Who's doing what? Innovative businesses in terms of changing, allowing, using material efficiency, technology providers, circular economy business practices, recycling, our own team member, composting, reusable materials, all that. And identify Nevada key economic sector, left it out, because the mining industry, the entertainment industry and other technology, industries, they came here in Northern Nevada, especially. We have most of them. So we need to see all that to see, are they a circular economy enablers so that they help to work to achieve the material efficiency strategies or our mission. Educational institute, non-profit organization, we do that. And then public awareness platform. That is also the Nevada, Sustainable Nevada platform. That is, we should involve on that. So there are so many things we can do, sorting out what's going on in our states, and then focus in elements, and then we can elaborate after we go through this things, because circular economy at the end of the project, not this year, but after we finish everything, we need to have some sort of initiatives. We need to understand what's going on in Nevada. All this, what we lay out here, we go through that. Okay, who's that? So somebody knows about recycling, who does that, what, composting, who does that, what, and then technology providers, they are more geared to promoting material efficiency and all this stuff. Once we got a couple of them, that's it. That will be, we develop around that initiative, that is best practices. Okay. Next, yeah.
I'm sorry, can we go back to the last slide? So for this, are you suggesting, and I might have missed a couple of your slides because I got a phone call, but
Okay.
are you suggesting that we should talk to companies that are already doing or already have a sort of circular economy model and having them present to this group?
That is, thank you. Okay, the first things we understood now. Okay, so, and then yes, I have starting developing a database, who does what type of things. That if that is helping for material efficiency, you see, mission to accomplish that. Yes, so the next, what we do that is when we develop this mini report at the end of this year, if we include that type of examples, is the better. I encourage everybody to do that, and including what you are doing. Okay. You see, because what you are doing is an example, should be written in the report, is part of the circular economy. You are the circular economy enablers. That is you are doing, the technology, all this, the best practices, that all is geared to material efficiency. That is why I brought all this narrative. We need to have something to focus on. Mm-hmm. This is where we focus. Okay, this organization, this businesses, this everything practices exist. What do they do? What is the end plan for them? Is it a contribution of material efficiency? You see, you are right. So do that, and at the end of that, as I was thinking to talk about it, is how we approach this report together. We write together. I mean, I gave you the framework, but we write together. But I help because I dive into it a lot, so I know it. I know how to put them, together. But yes, your surrounding. I don't know, for example, Las Vegas area, a few companies I know, but and that this company is doing good recycling, or this doing that, the reason reusable or remanufacturing, and this is, they save materials by doing this. We need them.
Okay. Yeah, I get approached by companies quite often, and we're not in a place right now where we're like ready to purchase materials, but for example, we have a new electronics recycling facility that's being built in Henderson, and it's got a different business model than a lot of electronics recycling companies do. And then there's another company that approached us about, it's basically like a platform for businesses to sell each other their old materials, like old desks and office supplies and things like that. So it's a platform for that. It's not that they're doing the recycling. It's more of a way for people to interact with each other. So kind of a social media type thing. Yeah. So that's why I was asking. I was trying to figure out where I could contribute.
Yeah, please send me too. It's very important. Remember, when we were into sustainability, it was hard. So we create that discourse. We keep the public discourse about sustainability. We keep it going. This is complex, but now I think we can see it, where we can do slowly, we can build achieve the material efficiency in different sector, because our region is just like an organism, you see. So yeah, please send me, and then yeah, at the end I will tell to everybody to send me some ideas. Yeah, thank you.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay, next. Okay, so this is, I want, you may not even see it, it's very tiny, but I copied from Ellen MacArthur Foundation. Actually, this is the Ellen MacArthur Foundation is United States, really about talking about circular economy, really in a substance way, in a very articulate, strategically, how we approach it. That is the only one we have. So please visit that. So how do, when I was taking the circular economy in Cambridge, I use this model to plug in different type of initiatives, exchange and regenerative sharing, virtualize, for example, loop, and everything, which fit type of thing, so that it will give me an idea to grasp an idea what I mean by the circular economy. If not, it becomes fluid. You remember sustainability become like vague. We don't know what is it sustainable with. We sustain it? No, it's not. You know, something like that. So you can see that you learn a lot. And then the next slide, I also brought it. This is very interesting. Actually, I'm going to use it in my website as well. This is a construction company. I think it's something planning company. This is, you can see it actually in the built environment example. It's just what we have discussed. Similar to that, not really, but so you have the picture. Now circular economy is not really a big thing. It's a big thing, but not complex. It is complex, sorry. It is not abstract. That is my effort is, I learned from sustainability the last 10 years to break it down. So how do we approach it for our own organization? If we have the opportunity to continue, the remaining 4 stage will continue. If not, it just, you have something to grasp, and then I can help you too if you want. But so what do we need to do? All this is the reason is, one is from energy efficiency practices in the built environment. Now, how we move to material efficiency. It doesn't mean is, you know, that this is we plug in it, not just standing by itself. So, and then through that, we learn where we get the materials, circularity of materials. Where are they? How do we identify them? So in the production level, in the consumption level, and then post-consumption. And then all that, we just start seeing, there is something we can see, you see? And then we go through, when we envisioning the circular economy in the built environment, there are lots of things to do, because our urban is an organism. It eats a lot of infrastructure, construction, waste, disposal, everything. So that is I try to do. It's very lots of work, a lot of research I have conducted. I did it for myself too, and for my organization, because we are completely changing to envisioning CE, and not only in the built environment, in the urban area, but the rural area also. So this is it. Thank you very much. And any conversation and discussion. I'm sorry I took all the time.
So, Esther, what do you want the group to do prior to the next meeting based off this information?
the next meeting, just please send me ideas about your organization. You know how to articulated your efforts even within the within your initiatives, your sustainability plan, how we talk about material efficiency or circular economy. I think you have an idea to do it. I'm hoping I address that. And then you send me all the idea, it doesn't matter, I will articulate it, I will plug it, I will do that. And then next meeting, we just go through that idea, refine the idea. What do you think?
Okay.
Kim, what do you think, Kimberly?
I think that should be good. I'll relay that info over to Sophia.
Pardon me?
Sorry, I think that should be fine. I'll relay that info over to Sophia and I'll have her email you guys back.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Who is the meeting guest B?
What did you say, Esther?
B, I see meeting guest B. B, who's B?
So the only people that are in here are you, me, Kimberly, and Sam Baker.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's me. I don't know. I see another one this way. Okay. So is there any question? Is it useful in all this effort?
Yeah.
A lot of very good information. Thank you very much.
So, but next month, please send me something from you, and then we know now how to plug into the built environment, and that will be our contribution for this working period. And we may not achieve some of the expected outcome, but we can finish, we can achieve most of it. Because we can't really draw any policies and regulation at this time, I think. We'll see. If you send me something.
Also, Esther, at the beginning when we started this group, we talked about the objective of finding stakeholders and bringing like experts to the table. Are we still working on doing that?
We can do that, but this time, because of the time it takes, we can invite, still if you have, you can invite. I invite people to do presentation, but we only 2 people did that presentation. So if you know somebody, I would love for next meeting. Anyone is, please, anyone, you can do the presentation next time. I finished my presentation.
I think Clark County will be able to have something prepared by November.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're putting out our draft plan in January, so I feel like by November we'll be in a better place with more concrete information related to circular economy.
Thank you. Thank you, Sam.
No problem.
Yeah.
And I think our next meeting scheduled for the last weekend of, or the last week of October. I'm going to be out, so we can reschedule that. If Sam, you want to do something in November, we can reschedule it later in November. But I have training that last week.
Okay.
Yeah, please. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. And Kimberly, do you want to present 10 minutes?
For the next meeting?
Mm-hmm.
I can go ahead and pitch that to Sophia, but I can't say a definitive yes or no.
Okay, please let me know.
I will have
And
to email you as soon as
send me the
possible.
draft of your things, and so we starting putting together, and then instead of we use the presentation, the time to do presentation, and then we circulate through via email documents.
Okay.
So that I don't want to, anytime you can summarize it, all that.
Okay, I will pitch it to Sophia. Thank you.
Okay. And you are focusing on green businesses, that might be very interested you, the circular economy things too. Okay.
I'm sorry?
No, you are also, are you focusing on the green businesses, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so that also will interest you because of circular economy is part of the green businesses.
Yes.
So, okay. Okay. So this is a way to, I really, to tell you frankly, for the love of this work and out of all the respect what we are doing, our effort and time, I spend lots of time, lots of revision and go through things. I'm a planner, economic development practitioner, so I understood all this, what was going on, plug it to circular economy. It's a new knowledge. See, so I did learn and I share with you. So I'm hoping I don't take your time, and then you send me any ideas. Now we can put together. Cody composting, he already sent me some draft, so I'm going to incorporate that. Okay, it's wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank
you
you
so
very
much.
much. I appreciate you all. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.